Hello, hello. That was weird. I could hear myself then. Hello. Here was welcome in. Hello. Hope you are well. Hello, everyone. We are back another Friday, and we're gonna do another session on the Fallout RPG game. We're having so much fun with this. Oh, what has happened to the? Don't edit it crazy. Because then you can't see the screen. Okay. If I do that, I can do that. Okay. Welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone is keeping well. I'm just gonna now move this screen over to here. Oh my god, I don't really like how this has gone. I'm trying to help myself out here and it's not working. Right, I'm just going to put that there. Right there, so I can keep an eye on it. Fantastic! There we go. I had to do that very slowly. But welcome in. I hope everyone is good. I hope everyone has got a good weekend planned. Mine is quite long. It's like non-stop. But it's good. It's good. So we are going to continue with our Fallout. So far, this is our character. So I'll just do a quick recap. So we just put their name in as crazy. This is our special skills. And our special skills is a cook. Backstory is we are from Vault 13. We have left the vault. We have left Cassius behind, our NPC. He was a gaunt but dutiful medic. And he has his own biscuit chart. Cassius's biscuit chart. I now can't look at a biscuit without thinking about Cassius. So the weapons that we have on ourselves is personalized rolling pin, hence the rolling pin, and then the cookies down in the bottom corner as well. And we have ginger flavored stim packs because ginger are naturally healing. We also have things. So this is all notes like a junk cannon that only shoots biscuits. Biscuit world collaboration with Boston and Tea Robco somewhere in New England. So I need to send off a parcel. 53 minutes. No worries at all. What? Yo, Gekka, welcome in. How are you doing? So we got our blockers. So you have a main important part. I don't know if I can show you on the map section. So we are literally just going to be continuing. We haven't actually done our first quest yet. Well, we've just left the vault. We've just left the vault. So these are markers which you can't go to, but you have a blocker. So you have a main quest, and our one is to get to Biscuit World. Right, let's take part with their famous mascot, Milk and Cookie. You know, Bottle and Cappy, Milk and Cookie. It's also. This is just. I mean, I could delete that bit off because this I literally just copied and pasted this from chat whilst we were all building this up. So amusements such as Milk Cup Mountain, McVitie Kingdom, Wilder Rebiscament, Tetrons, Crumble, Hob, Gulch, and Galactic Party. So we have all things like cups and saucers flying around, but we are there to get the platinum chip cookie. So this is all sort of like things. So this is our map so far. So we have only come out to the vault, which is in the middle. We are here at number 11. So no squares means no squares because you can no go there. no squares. So our experiment is biscuit propaganda sent out to replace war chip, stumble or the cookie platinum chip. Stumbled on the Unity super mutant race, also rid the wasteland of biscuits and favors. So there are some like evil super. So we come across super mutants, they're not really liking us. So our vault is isolate residents. There's not many residents at all. We're fearful atmosphere. My reputation is 1. They're quite hostile because I've been in charge to look after the biscuit supply storage of the vault, so nobody really likes me. Right, it's Cassius, and then we go down to the bottom. Biscuit World, love it. Right, Biscuit World. Where I'm just going to zoom right down to the bottom. I love it too. It's so good. I was thinking, I feel like I need to do that and just sit and just make up something. Oh, I can't quite see there. More means we might come across some more we haven't actually. We've come across one NPC. I'll get into that in a second. So find Biscuit World. This is what we got to do. Our main quest on this entire map. Biscuit World. Locate the Beck, which is the Biscuit of Eden creation kit. The ultimate recipe and baking supplies. So we need this because our vault survives on this. Right? The block a contaminated biscuit zone irradiated location in the wasteland with rogue T-trons protecting the perimeter. Mr. Robert McKipling, founder and CEO of Bisco, is still alive and stopping you from getting recipe books. He's in charge of the T-trons. Not Nucleotrons, T-trons. Need to locate the plant chip cookies, data storage. So we have got to go out into world. So we have got... So I'll put that over here. So the right side of this is like quest ideas. So the left side is who we've come across. So Cassius is our dutiful medic. So there you go. So this is where we're going to hopefully do our first actual quest today. So we have come across, so we have stepped out of the vault. This is testing my knowledge now, does I remember? So into the wasteland. So R1 is here, we've gone across here. Your stream got a reset. Everyone keeps saying that. Have you got your stream streak? Your stream streak got a reset. Everyone keeps saying that, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have turned up for every single one. It's weird. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see. So on our, you ignore the numbers because you have to put the numbers in wherever your no squares are. You then miss one. So R11 is here. So this is Wastelands. This is what we'll come up with. So we did roll a couple of these things as one in the book, which we'll do again. It's Battle Scarred. Battle Scarred? It should be Scarred. From Caesar's Legion. It's not Caesar's Legion, it's Caesar Legion. Because we're going with a food theme here. So there's Caesar Salads. Caesar Salad Legions. Caesar Salad, see? First the boss, which is Scout Boy Cookies. Right, we're rolling with this, right? So we stepped out of the vault, and it's immediately a kids area. This was what we rolled, so it's a playground park. So we've come up with BBQ, open space, kids toys, milk and cookie, mascots lying around. So the typical, like in Fallout 76 when you go to a play park. Apparatus biscuit well themed, so spinning teacup roundabout. We've got like a spoon is like a slide. Chocolate finger seesaw, and then was like the teacup things. I think that was sugar pit, sand pit, custard cream swing, so the swing seat, you know, gingerbread spring horse. And then there's things like, so what do you represent? So from this square, you had the Caesar Salads versus the Boy Scouts. And they had a big fight outside here, because it's a lovely park ground area. So you have a dead very bird, and there's some like discarded biscuit tins, so like biscuit mines and stuff. Salad tongs for Caesar Salad, because that's their weapons. Now this is a really weird, we don't like these boxes. Promise for family fun. So the story is like, why is this here? So we're saying because it's next to the vault. It's promised family fun time next to a vault. So like vault with a green space, a vault with its own garden. So you're promised that you want to come to Vault 13. You know, Vault Eden Project. Go and get the, you know, the Beck, the Eden Project. Sort of propaganda, but everyone made it. So there will be skeletons about because it's Fallout. They were going to dome it. Simpsony, they were going to dome it, but they didn't in time or give wholesale of the Vault Park. So animals, there could be like mad rabbits running around, right? So like you have in like Alice in Wonderland. That's under the backstory of this square. So we are here, and our story is that we have come across an NPC called Professor Fit-A-Roll. How do I use my mod powers to set it to 99 billion? That's so strange. About Scarred, it's meant to be Scarred. So we have come across Professor Fit-A-Roll, an NPC. He's got a Brahmin caravan, but there's also a foe NPC here, and he is part of the Caesar Salad. So the Caesar Salad camp is at number 15, because this is how things rolled, I think, believe it went. They have a salad dressing river running through. Okay, so our NPC has wandered up. So we have got Professor Fit-A-Roll. Oh, we didn't write. Oh, because he's just a foe, this NPC Caesar Salad guy. Ugh. Trying to fit it in one square. So he's part of the Enclave. So we did roll for this because you have a party. So he's part of the Enclave. That's why Caesar Salads don't like part of the Enclave. And he's part of the Biscuit Shipping Company. We're going with a little theme here. We rolled. He's old and he was world weary. So he's quite old. You know, he's a man of the world. Here's Pat Brahmin. That was it. He's got a First Supper, but our First Suppers aren't Nuka-Cola. They are tea infused, and you have to roll it. So he's got a secret. So his secret he's got scones. Now scones are like a rarity in the wasteland. and everything has got like a truth. So he's old school. I mean, he is old, right? So he doesn't trust technology. He walks around as a Brahmin. He isn't using Pip-Boy or nothing like that. So the foe that is with him is a Caesar salad and NPC foe, because he is against the Caesar salads are not for the Bisco company, because everybody should be eating healthy like salad and not biscuits. So we have left it as our poor Professor Fitterroll. We have to help him. So we now have to go on a. I've got to figure out where we are. I've got to have the bookmark, I hope. So we now have to travel down. We've got to work this one out here. Where we're going to go here. So we have to go to Square 15. We have to go into the settlement. So our NPC has sent us in there thinking we're going to die. So we have to go and get this cream and jam. That's it. Cream and jam, which they are holding on to, even though they like salads. And we have to bring it back to Fitterroll, and the Caesar salad guy will think, okay, because he's basically bargaining with your life, thinking you ain't gonna survive once you cross that salad dressing river. So we have to go back. So that's the truth. I think that was everything. So these are all like side bits. Caesar, here we go. The quest name. So this our quest name is a Caesar salad tea party. From a Caesar salad NPC. Oh no, we changed it. Right. Okay. You have to do this for these boxes, and it's really... Right, okay. We've got to retrieve the clotted cream and jam from their Caesar salad camp. If you survive, Professor Roll survives. Or Professor Roll survives. Cool, so you're sending you a fresh... So you're just literally fresh in the vault, so you've got no experience, into their camp. Because he doesn't think you can survive. So then... we don't make it back, he will kill Professor Fitterroll and the Brahmin. And then throw the biscuit cargo into the camp's dressing river. At the Boston Tea Party, but the Caesar salad tree pie. So the reward is, so if we do this, he gives us a scone. He gives us it and shares. And we're saying it's like +1 to perception, which then also will help our skills, which then we'll be able to add onto the top. So he does sound delicious. Caesar salads. So now, it's crazy, just has to figure out where we got to be able to continue with this RPG game. Yo, Master Yem, welcome. I hope you are well. Yo, Bina as well. I hope you're doing alright. So we are gonna go. Oh. There we go. How to play. I was hoping I would have a chance to read the chapter beforehand, but I didn't. So first, it was really good. It's really easy so far. And now we have to wander into the cat. Well, I can't remember exactly how you do this right now. To run this campaign sometime. What, we're all live? Or yeah, I'm good, thank you, Vina. So this is the general information on how to play chapter, which I haven't looked at. We went straight into quests. Where is it? I can't. What's around? Travel, encounter, take action, journal, epilogue. Travel, telling your story. So this is the bit that we're at. This is the bit where we're at. Ready for Discord. So this gives you like the breakdown. Telling your story. So we travelled. We have travelled. Well, you can't really. Oh, I usually raise it up so you can see it, but I haven't. Here's my trusty box. I want my biscuits as a rewards though. Well, you get John scones. This is all chat done as well, so feel free to put your piece in. So we're gonna work this out together. I know I can't stop looking at biscuits on our biscuit scale. I was actually eating a chocolate digestive the day. I was like, this is pain scale number 5, and I was like, yeah, okay. So travel. We have travelled. We have gone. You can only move up, down. You can't move diagonal. So we have moved. We have had an encounter with Professor Fitterroll. Something beyond you control affects your story. Perhaps a friendly trader or meeting with irregular creatures. Sometimes something stronger, stranger still. Take action. Attempt to affect your story for the better. Are you in danger? Yes. Resolve danger actions. So now we've moved down to number 15. Resolve danger action. Take tests and actions to resolve your immediate problem, including de-escalate, oppose, outwit, retreat. This is what we've got to do. So we're just literally following it down, and that will make like another quest. So you have to move around. So Biscuit World is up here, so we have to go a long way around because you can't pass through these. These are like impassable things. This is like a collapsed cave, a massive nuclear bombs out there. I don't know. Just there's all these here. So this is a really lovely little park next to this fox. It's tucked quite out of the way. So we're now going down to the Caesar salad at number 15. So technically we're not at number 11 anymore. We are here. Okay, I'll just put it. How did that change to that? Oh, it would be the R. So we're at number 15. So we've tracked the trace down. Descale. Try to reason with your foe and resolve things peaceably or oppose. Throw yourself into the... We're gonna just throw ourselves into it because we want this. Because also we want to know what's happening, right? We want to know what is happening. So we oppose. We're going to take dangerous action because we've really got no choice. If we don't do it, we don't get no jam, cream and scone. And Professor Fitterroll and the rum and die, so he's quite a anti-biscuit person, so what did I say? 138. So oppose. So dangerous action. Take aim and fire upon the enemy, or take your ripper and tear up their... Oh, okay. Tear up their throat out. Okay. Bit violent. Oppose foe. Difficulty X. When selecting foe to oppose, difficulty test is set to match their threat value. Oh dear. Use a throwing weapon. Sometimes what did... Oh, I see. Outwit, de-escalate. Oh, okay. So we have more of a choice. We could do either. Come up with a cunning plan in order to give yourself the upper hand. Attempt to hightail it in adjacent. Do you get to roll, or is it just literally trade? Well, we're not trading. Journal. Write down the details of your story, and then you just start again. Get the jump on foes who have not yet noticed you or have a safe turn to a safe situation. Clear, level up, hatch up. We're gonna go straight in because we just experimented, right? Outwit action is the most valuable action available during danger. It covers everything. Oh. What are we gonna do? Should we? I'm quite fully happy to just throw ourselves in and go and impose. Throw yourself into the fray to murder and maim. Come up with a cunning plan in order to give yourself the upper hand. I mean, maybe that might be... We are going into a Caesar salad settlement here. Retreat. Well, we're not going to retreat. And we're not going to resolve with a foe. So either we need to oppose, throw yourself into murder and maim, or outwit. Outwit. Tricking enemies into shooting each other, knocking a foe into a pit, toss a flashlight. So this is all we can do. Outline your plan. Come out force, the sign of opposing de-escalation. I mean, we could try. How much is that? I don't think our traits are very good. To outwit. I mean, should we just go straight in because it's a bit fun? Let's just do it. Let's just go in. We want this. Selecting a foe to oppose if the test is set to match their threat value. And then what do you do? Use throw weapon. Well, we don't have any throw weapon, but we have got a rolling pin. So there's a melee weapon. We have strength. Your target is within reach. Suggested modifiers. Ooh. Oh wow, it's a little dangerous action. I'll just skip the page. Or I can't actually turn the page. That might help. Right, your target's within reach. Melee. You are surrounded or outnumbered. Okay. Target is in cover protected in the same way you don't move. Aim. I mean, we are going to be quite outnumbered. Success or failure. Additional success. Reduce the threat of foe by target of 1. Gain a combat state. You choose which foe next if you're using explosive defeat. Okay. Foe gets a free turn. Your weapon. Okay. Combat. Okay, so we kind of know what we're doing. Group combat. The opposed actions allows you to take out the enemies a few at a time, which is great. Way to deal with small groups intense. When we're fighting large groups of enemies, you can take the alternate slow action below to speed things up. I think we should try that because we are going to be quite outnumbered because we're going into a camp. One per foe. We don't actually know how many. Should we roll and we find out how many foe that are? Alright, okay, so we have 12 foe. So we have 12 foe. We're going to write that down somewhere. Well, this is all actually making sense because it's a baker's dozen if he's gone off on a little walk on himself, so. I don't know if that's. Probably the name is making a noise. I'm like. Okay, there's no one outside my house. Right. Solutions, melee. Okay, so we are still giving melee. Foe has a major tactical advantage. The foe outnumbers you 3 to 1. Pretty big. You have a major tactical advantage. You have an ally fighting with you. Success. Defeat all your foes. Suffer damage equal to the amount you failed the test by. If the test was difficulty 5 and you rolled a 2, success is suffer 3 damage. Trade tribes repeat of loose. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we're going to do that, and then you can just keep going. Right. Creating a side quest. Well, we've kind of already done that. We have done quite a lot. As well as a certain faction, opposite which you can mark on your map. The quest is rather simple, perhaps. Right. Okay. 125. Completing a side quest. This is actually a side quest. Today's action, you must be able to prove that you have cleared one of your side quests. Communication quest, give it the quest. Give it is an ally. On a hostile, got the quest has been resolved. Yeah, but how do you then? Because we could just be like, yeah, okay, we've done this, but that's not quite. So we're going to go into group combat. We're going to do the higher one. So I'm going to come back to how to play. Tell me your goal to tell me your solution. Pick a path. Obstacles done. Skill test done. Let's find out. Yo, Kun, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Tell me your solution in the skill test action points. We're just finding out together how to do the next bit. I mean, I'm quite happy to roll, literally just sort of roll. I think they're hoovering next door because their hoover is obnoxiously loud and I think they're just banging against the wall. Combat, 98. Combat flow. This is what we need. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. Where you at? Where you at? We are trying to figure out how we attack this camp. So we're going for slaughter. Difficulty is 12. We might not survive this. Violence, so combat. Violence isn't just a promise. In the wasteland, it's a necessity. Your character is doomed to having to defend themselves eventually, but be that against the smallest rad roach or being a Sumian bit. Oh, we've kind of gone straight into a camp. There's 12 of them. At times you'll find your character in danger. I'm in danger. When this happens, they are either being attacked or about to be attacked. At this time, you will have multiple methods of dealing with the issue, but in this section we'll be discussing how to meet violence with violence. Other options are listed later in the book, page 122. Combat flow. Once you begin an encounter where combat is a factor, you will take turns against your enemies by taking one action at a time, then a foe acting once before you acting again. Alright, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Foes act in threat order. Foes 100, page 100. Foe with the highest threat rating acting first, and then lower threat foes acting in a reductive order. This could be fun. The randomize which, okay, yeah, we're gonna do a D20 and do it that way. Did you get any mayonnaise and ketchup artillery guns? Wait, that's what the Brotherhood of Cookie will have. Oh, see, because that one's come up. I can see that one. Oh, I see. Thank you for the hydrate, because I'm not on the right one, the right screen, because it disrupts me. Yeah, everybody seems to be getting a stream reset for some reason. Like, every time. And I don't know why, because I don't understand why. Okay, oh, wait, ask the Oracle. That sounds interesting. Ask the Oracle. I think we'll roll, but we might... Sometimes it doesn't matter how well you plan, how many times. Does present itself. Well, no, what happens? We turn to the Oracle. Okay, yeah. Rather than a mystic old woman who dabbles in far too much jet, the Oracle is a simple system generating yes or no answer to otherwise difficult to answer questions. The simplest term of the Oracle is used when the answer is more important than the mechanical structure of how to attain it. When you need to ask the Oracle a question, follow these steps. 5 steps. Ask a question. Will I get my jam and cream? Determine whether you think the thing is likely or unlikely 50-50 chance. I think it's a very high chance. Not quite sure why Vault Boy is holding his knife with the blade. I think 50-50 we're likely to get it, because if you want something to be extremely likely, we suggest splitting the question up into 2 or more smaller questions. Roll for it. Determining how likely the outcome is, consult the bullet points below and roll directed. So we can either ask the Oracle... Oh, where were we? Foe has to say... I know what, I think we're going to half it, otherwise we'll be here all day. So shall we say there's 6, because I feel like this is not going to end well. So whatever it comes up with, we half it, and if it's odd, we take up to the next one. So if it's 7, we go up to 8. If we're having to roll like this many times, this is going to be all night. This allergies and where's the spore kettle weapon? They're coming at me with their forks. The rubbing of cookies is a question. If they're frying oven. We could come across these. We could come across these for sure. The foe stat block will state how a foe acts, which once done ends their turn, allows you to take another turn. Also, ever taken a turn. Highest threats. Oh my god, this is going to be complicated with 6. Once every foe is defeated, or you die alone and afraid in the wasteland with nothing but rad folks just to pick at your bones. The combat ends. Nice. Okay. 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 What is the 219? I'm really intrigued. because we can't have got Caesar's Legion. We'll see if they have anything like a Bloatfly. Foe stat blocks. Right. No. I think we have NPCs somewhere. Do we not? Mutant. Oh, I got excited then. Behemoth. Assaultron, Ferrogul, Glowing One, Eyebot, Protectron, Raider Boss. Oh, here we go. We might just have to Turret, Raider, Skyver, First Institute, Zen. I don't know why did I read that as Zen. Brother of Steel. We're not looking. This is not looking too great for us. Trying to find. We might just have to make this up. Because I don't even exist. Jeffrey, use an air fryer. Turn it on. Make donuts. That's what we need to make. Yo, Scales, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. What is the mutants? We haven't come across any mutants yet, but they're quite like. I think I might change it. Be like they want all the biscuits, you know. In Vegas, the raptor things. I just think of Jurassic Park. The raptors. When you take a turn in combat, you will be able to make an action and move in combat. Movement is distractive rather than. I have no idea what they're doing next door. And it's. I can feel the floor vibrating. Okay, we'll continue. Where are we? Movement. So how move should be treated true for the combat itself. For example, when a combat starts, you decide according to the encounter where your character is in relation to your enemies, be that in reach, close or medium, distance, long distance, or extreme distance. I mean, we're assessing. Not that bad. Good, I'm glad. That's the raptor. Deathclaw is the raptor monster. Yes. Now he's looking me up. Neighbours. What are they doing? It sounds like they're hoovering because you can hear every time they like hit the wall, and I'm like, this is alright because I'm gonna have a lot of building work done at some point, so I'll be able to get back. That noise. God knows. I mean, it's 9:20 at night. Why are you hoovering? Okay, fine, but normally it's easier to picture this in your mind as you describe your scene. When you move, simply change that truth by step. From close to reach. Okay, we can go like this. You can always choose not to move if you like, perhaps stating that your character is lining up their shot or winding up for a particularly brutal swing. They're going like this with their rolling pin. Action and combat is always okay. Cool. Foes. The story is often good. Okay, when who your foe is. We know who the foes are. Foes' actions. When you're in danger or in combat, after you've taken a turn, one foe will take their turn. To do so, they take one action listed on their stat block. Either we don't have anything to Caesar's Legion. Aggressive crafty action. Determine which is taken. You can either roll d20 or resolve the selected action. Pick that most appropriate action to match the story. Should we ask the Oracle, because these characters don't actually exist in this book, so we can't really like. And we've got Raider Boss, but we have got Raider. I mean, we could just give them the Raider block. I mean, that information, couldn't we? What mutants? Don't I just got all the bugs? Alright, so if you give it a Raider one. Spirit. Don't we all have Nemesis in favour? I know, right? It's like, what are you doing? think it's just 2 there and not all the full kids there. So I'm just to get these things moving. They're not raiders, but they're gonna have this raider stat, okay? Just to get things moving. Never found a lane the loneliest or the lowest. All right, well ours could be the loneliest. I read that as that. Actions. Aggressive. Cautious 11 16. Crafty. Okay. So I'm guessing you just... I don't really understand. Combat flow. Right, once you begin an encounter, okay, you take turns to give enemies action at a time. Yeah, I get that. We're gonna go 1 to 6 because life's too short to get 12. Right, so they're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. We might get the hang of it, you see. If more than one foe has the same threat, then randomize which is first. We won't ask the Oracle. The foe stat block, page 19, will state how a foe acts. And this is what we got. Trying to enter a turn allows you to take another turn. Take a turn. Then the highest threat foe will be the next to act, therefore they're the same. Okay, once every foe is defeated, you die. Well, how do you do it? When you take a turn in combat, you will be able to move and make action. In combat, movement is restricted. Yeah. For example, in combat. Wow, we're going to say we're kind of up there, right? I'm just trying to be a little bit unconfused here. Because I've been that name, but didn't realise the time was scraping with her from my sister's room. They got banned the wall. Oh no! Oh no! I mean, they're always banging about. Sometimes there could be 4 kids next door, so... Who knows? Maybe they're having people around tomorrow, that's why they're partying. I don't know. Enjoying it. You tell me you got the power armor, I saw an image in the book. I mean, we haven't come across any power armor yet. We might do. We've decided it's going to be, I can't remember where it was now. It has to be cake themed. It has to be cake themed one. Rain hedge on the enemy, exactly. Oh, I'm so confused how to do this. Okay, so how do we do this? In combat movement instructed. Okay, I'm there. I'm okay, I can't just say I'm close. Melee. You can always choose not to move if you like, perhaps stating that your character is lining up their shot or winding up for a particularly beautiful swing. Super session action in combat is always a skill test. I'm gonna stand because I'm kind of getting a little bit lost here. Opposed foe difficulty, so we're going for 6 because that's too short. When selecting a foe to oppose, the difficulty test is set to match their threat value. Solutions is to use a melee. Suggest modifier. It's rounded or outnumbered. We're going to go melee. Success. Defeat the toe. Target foe. Of course. Reduce the threat by 1. I don't understand it. Here's the threat. I actually don't understand what you're meant to do next. We're kind of stuck here between 11 and 15. What am I missing, chat? Why am I being... thing you may either pick apart or make your own or press the action 138. What? I keep trying to go to other pages and I think it's just confusing me more and more. But we all know what we're doing. We're doing this. That sounds like someone's outside the front. That actually sounds like fireworks. Okay. Anyway, that sounded like fireworks. So strange. That's great. Right, okay. We want to go slaughter because why not? But yeah, how do you make a success or failure? This is not making any sense to me. How do you success or fail? Combat flow. Once you begin the encounter, I'm like, at this point, I'll be like, we're just going to move on to another square and make another quest and see if this is a lot easier to do. Once you begin an encounter where combat is a factor, you will take turns to go to enemies, with you taking one action at a time, then a foe acting once before you, acting again, continuing in this manner until either of the foes have been defeated or you have. Yeah, okay, I got my foe. Yeah, I've done that. First up, yeah. Should I just roll and be like, what does it say? I don't know what the rolling does. It does something. 17. Pretend we know what this means. Do we win? Right, 50-50. Roll 2d20 and note the lowest result. The answer to your question is no on a result of 1 to 10. Oh dear. Roll a d20. That's definitely fireworks. Maybe I've been naming my neighbours. No, they were definitely hoovering, and there are definitely fireworks now outside. How do you make a success or failure? You be my parents. I don't actually understand how you're meant to do the next bit. We rolled for it. Roll 2d20 and note the lowest result. The answer to your question is no on a result of 1 to 10 and yes. Right, roll again. 17. It's not really looking great, is it? 11. But we're in a yes. Should we just move on? Because I actually don't understand that. I feel like I need to read that a bazillion times. I feel like I am missing a bit how you play this. Sometimes situations where it makes sense for your character to die, but it's no way a narratively satisfying moment for it to happen. In those cases, you may spend all your luck points. I don't understand. So I might need to dip, sadly. I think I've damaged my ear. Oh no! Oh, I hope you feel better soon. I hope your ear is feeling okay. We might just give up and go on to the next thing. Has it even got like stats of like super mutants? Of like the weapons that you can get? Use the skulls. I don't really understand how you fight. It's probably something really, really easy. How to play. I'm kind of in combat, but this is not helping me. Or I'm going to try and see if I can find the stats and we're just going to make it up and roll. Melee weapons. We have got... Oh, we're going to... Whatever it has for rolling pin. Hey, it has rolling pin. Roll 2d20 and I'm just going to determine the result of this table. Well, we got. Oh, it doesn't value 1. It doesn't tell you. I'm not crazy, no joking. Oh, hello, so can't check, but oh, hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, I'm actually really confused. I don't understand. Have we got like a weapons page to give you a stat table? 200 competition. Yeah, okay. Make it aim skill. Yeah. I kind of just don't want to sit here and waste time, so should we just make up another quest and we'll just pretend we... I mean, you don't have to do it straight away, it's a side quest. I kind of feel like... I don't understand. So, should we either roll? Which way should we go? Should we go... We can bypass. Should we bypass to another square? I think we should, and then we can start a whole new story again. Because that was fun. That was fun. Because I don't understand combat, but the quest is you can come back to it. So 14 or 16. Should we go 16? Just because it's over that way. Or should we go across the 14? I would roll, but I don't think it's gonna quite close numbered. Or we go down to 19. 14, 16 or 19. I don't think I can change to what the numbers say. Can I one-sided dice? No. Go. Do you say whatever is closest? Well, that doesn't help because it's bang in the middle. Alright, it's bang in the middle. We'll go down to 19. It's bang in the middle. 14, 16, 19. Well, actually, I suppose it's actually closest to here. So we're going to leave this place and we're going to go here. Ooh, because I don't understand the combat bit. I think I need to concentrate. What's your tenant vamp? I got shampoo in my eye earlier today and it burns like hell. Surely, like, any shampoo would hurt? Yep, yep. Always, it like itches, right? Yeah, okay. Are you actually working out, or are you one of these you're just sat on your phone in the gym? We're bypassing. No, King, I don't understand how to play this now. I don't understand. So we're going to make a whole creature up. I've got to find it. Telling your story. Bigly place. Right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Unexplored. Spend 1 supply to travel. I don't understand this. Okay, so we have now come across, so we are going to decide, like, what can you see? So what, we need to determine what is here. Now we need to roll for this. Now where is all the rolling encountered stuff? Where is it? Clear book of table. So these are on all, like, there's the stuff. Open means. Oh, I am. Just for you. Where are we? To come up with. Oh, I know it's somewhere. This is to build it. Damage. I don't understand. How much is this in this post? You know when you're like you can't drop it? Can't really say I was one in danger, but I am in danger. We are 138. I'm determined to figure this out. This means nothing. So we're gonna move on to square, and I've got to find the right page. Something like this is what we did last time. Because we... What did we do? Battle score. We rolled number 18. So, we're going to do this. We are going to... Inhabitants generator. I can't find what page this is going to be associated with. It's quite a lot of flicking back and forth. Right. Pick a location. Travel. We are travelling. Determine inhabitants. This is what we need to do. We are determining inhabitants. Determine 110. Who is here? It's not quite the page number either. What? Just literally sent. And entering an unexplored location. Okay, so we're going to go from here. This is an unexplored location. We're going to go to 16 because, yeah. We've had a look and we're going, we need to level up a bit before we attack them. There's no way to know if someone has already been here until you arrive. Wherever you travel to an unexplored location, you will need to determine if that location is habited. To do so, you need to roll a d20 to generate inhabitants. So let's do that. Let's just roll. So we got a 4. And go to 159. 159. Here we go. Which will determine if the area is empty wasteland or if it contains a settlement. We got a wasteland last time, so what did we get? A 4. So it is a wasteland. So we've got a wasteland in this box here. Wasteland. So then we go back to a 114. So you can either have, there's ways you go wasteland, and then depending on if there's locations near it, or if not, it will be a wasteland, or settlement. So we need to go to 114, which is quite back here. Wasteland! So, this is what we had before. So, the wasteland is everywhere. Between the settlements. Just because it is largely wrecked and ruined, this doesn't mean that the wasteland is devoid of life. Some of it might just want to kill you. Developing wasteland locations is easy if you keep in mind the following questions. So what do you see? So, what do we see here? There is a way that you can sort of roll. You signs of people or creatures, if you have to defend yourself with pieces in nearby. So it's just like kind of settling the scene. And I'm kind of just imagining in this square, it's quite, I don't know, maybe it's like a little abandoned, there's like a little abandoned huts, and maybe it's like a little pottery place or something. Yeah, that sounds like a little abandoned pottery place. I don't know, just came up with it straight there. So basically it just has all these questions, like ideas, just to get us all the juices flowing. And then we need to see, was there a faction here? Wasteland. If a wasteland is generated, note that in the map tab, and then progress to generate icons and truths. So, generate icons and truths. So, I need to know what it is. No two places of Wasteland are quite alike. That's as true as the Fallout games are in Wasteland Wanderer. Once you determine if a location is habited, it's time to determine the icons and truths. That location and what marks it out from the space in the Wasteland. Icons are landmarks, places within a location that are iconic in one way or another, etc, etc. Once you determined if a location is where's the settlement roller, we've done that. Once you have located the truth. Location truth. Once an icon, I'm skipping it because we have already done this bit. Once an icon is generated, it's time to generate the truth about the location. As mentioned earlier in this book, a truth is a definable fact about the location you are creating, something that will affect everyone who travels or lives within it. Depending, we've already done that. Oh, we've got to get a wasteland truth. Right, 160. So wasteland truth. So last time we got battle scarred, which was bullet casings and scratch marks and spent exposed to tales of a violent past. So we need to roll again. We got a 9. So wasteland. A 9 is quacking. The ground shifts unpredictably as if ready to swallow intruders. Quaking. Quacking. Quaking. Ah! Maybe it's on a quarry. I followed a trail of biscuit crumbs across the wasteland and found this stream. Welcome in, Jammy. It's perfect, isn't it? Following the biscuit crumbs. Oh, I spent far too long trying to decipher the next bit. So we are skipping forward and creating a new square together. Quaking. Just number 9. The ground shifts unpredictably as if ready to swallow intruders. So maybe it's not a little pottery place. It could be like broken down like a quarry. You know, to get clay, to make like little pottery things. Yeah? Let's just move this up here. I'm gonna put my blanket around me. I'm getting cold. Right, put my Fallout blanket on me. We're settling in. Right. Quaking. Not quacking. Quaking. Okay, so maybe this is kind of more of the scene. So then we'd go down to locations. So we're going to ignore number 15 because we know what 15 is, to be fair. 16. Before we're not going in quite order. Oh, I've just realised. Oh, that's completely not how you meant to fill this out at all. Number 1 is not number 11. Number 11 would go in number 11. We'll just rejig this. Number 16. I think a pottery quarry or something like that. Quarry. I don't need to have quarry. So it has got like a little shack. Because it's crumbling, it's falling apart. It's like clay. Okay. So that is our truth. So it is truth is quaking. So you put it in here. Ground shifts. Unpredictably. It's quite unstable. As if ready to swallow intruders. Okay, so it's kind of, it's about to fall apart. Once you've rolled to generate the truth for this location, apply it to the truth section on your map tab. Let's now to flesh it out. Which I love that term, flesh it out. Having a base information about a location as well as an icon on truth is a wonderful way of giving any space a strong description, but the wealth of a story is in the details. So in this section you will be able to add details to these locations should you choose. Okay, so you can add as much as you like. So what do you see? What is left to see? So we don't have settlements, so we have to skip to wasteland. Total technotic thrashing of the terrain. All the T's. All the T's. Wasteland is error between settlements just because it is largely wrecked and ruined. Picking up a quarry. What do you see? So I'm kind of imagining that's what we've got there. That's what we've got there. We've got all like these. It's kind of like the ground is shaking. It's crumbling away. Old quarry. The quarry is quaking. There's like little potting shed. Pottery shed would make sense. So then there's like, could be like smashed like tea on the ground, that kind of thing. Yeah. Right. Tea it out. Okay. Once you've finished fleshing out the details location, otherwise that's been entered in your map tab. I mean, you can't really put too much because then the box gets smaller and smaller. I mean, we could put in a did a wasteland faction use this location. Should we see what it rolls? Because that might be quite interesting. I was like, I'm pretty sure we have to roll something else. Random faction table. Let's find out if there's a random faction. 2. Oh, it's the Brotherhood of Steel, which are, these are turning out quite right. This is quite right. This is actually What's that? Oh, escape. Wait, have I just unearthed what I needed to do? No, I have no idea what this is. I thought this might have been like you roll and then it determines your outcome. Goals, vengeance. Maybe it'll give you, which is angry. Oh, that's all angry. Right, I don't understand. So we've got Brotherhood of Steel. So the Brotherhood of Steel are here, which makes sense because they are the Scout Boy cookies. So they're kind of like... Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. I knew, as soon as I pressed it, I was like, oh dear, I shouldn't have done that. Siki, what do we think? Is it going to be, because it's kind of like quaking shifts under predictably biscuit? Well, how is this relating to the world of... Kind of like rivers of tea, but that doesn't really make sense, does it? The Brotherhood. So they're kind of like the Scout Boys, the Scout Boy cookie. I suppose they kind of want to have like quarrying. Well, maybe it's not pottery actually. Maybe they are trying to mine to then make tin biscuits. Biscuit tins. Maybe that's what's happening. Yeah. So we've got Brotherhood Steel, which is quite fitting actually, because then they are next door to the Caesar Salads, and they had a big fight on Square 11. See, this is roll d20 for any injury on the location, bruise, scrape, and this makes sense. But I don't understand the rest of it. Biscuit mine? That sounds a lot better. Should we have a biscuit mine? Biscuit mine. I'll put... It's a biscuit mine. Digging for chocolate chips. I like this. So like, I'll put choc chips. I'm just queuing the Snow White Hi-Ho song. Should we have an encounter? So we've got the Brotherhood of Steel. I mean, they are the Scout Boys. As much as Fallout is a story about the open wasteland, it is also a story about those who call it home. Encounters are what bring in narrative steps your character travels throughout the wasteland. A randomized meeting or event occurs. Creating an encounter. Generating an encounter is a quick process intended to give you the groundwork to expand on and decide your own reasons for the encounter occurring. To generate an encounter, do one of the following. If we're in a wasteland, you've got to roll a d20. If they hit a streak of Garibaldi, or they get a nice couple. Oh, should we put that in there? They may have may hit Garibaldi's. You know what? I feel like I need to sit here with a couple of these biscuits sat here, so we mention it and I can eat. Garibaldi or Garibaldi. D20 wasteland encounter. 8. One 6 4. Well, I get 8. Signal. A radio station crackles to life. Roll a random location. That is the source. What do they say across the radio? Oh! Roll a random. That's the source. Oh! I can't remember when I put in settlement there. Oh, that it's... Well, how do we get Park Playground? I feel like I'm missing a bit. We got it somewhere. We picked it up somewhere. Oh, icon. Background park. Okay, well first of all we'll roll and actually see what comes up. But I think we're going to go with bunker. We'll set it to a quarry. I mean 16 is quarry. Quarry. I'll call it Brotherhood of Steel quarry. Oh. Right. So there's a signal. Oh, I've skipped back too far. Encounter is a signal to roll a dice, and that's the locate. Imagine if it's like 18 is literally below it over there, so it's coming from number 18. Ooh. To 18. So that's where it's coming from. So I'm going to put it in here. Let's describe it as Wasteland, Brotherhood, Steel Quarry, Radio Signal. Oh, it's going to go to capital R, isn't it? Radio Signal. Radio. Let me type, please. Radio Signal to 18. And I'll put in here radio signal source for 16. What is coming across the radio? That is the question. Yeah, I feel like the number 11 should be put in the box that's correlated with the number. We'll deal with that later. So we need to think, what is the... Oh, I can't spell that. Source 18. It's got to be something relating to biscuits, right? So what do they say across the radio? What might happen if you arrive at the source? Maybe they've got like... No, is it bipping? It could be like something about... Depends what number 18 is, really. How you doing? I'm good, thank you. That's alright. Oh, I haven't actually given anyone a... Oh, now it's come up with Restream Stream. A shout out. Oh, we go. I'll do it now. It's not allowing me to do what I want it to do right now. That took a lot longer than we were able to needed to. There we go, giving you a shout out. Maybe it's just some like looters and they're radioing their order of biscuit supplies. It could just be yeah, like their biscuit supplies. They needed biscuit supplies. Ooh. Needed biscuit supplies. I mean, we can change this once we get to the square. That might be like, ooh, for tea. Okay. Phones and NPCs. A lot of encounters begin when your character meeting someone, a radio trader, or as in the above example, a musician. When this happens, you need to generate an NPC or phone. Both are simple processes that will introduce a new, potentially dangerous face. Okay. When meeting NPC, you should first decide whether you have met them before. If you decide the information is ready, should we make a... They're quite neutral. They're quite neutral. Well, upon meeting a brand new NPC for the first time, your character gains 1 XP. Ah, so we've already... What about Fae? We haven't really done that. I don't know what... Must be luck points, would you say? Not your... Oh, try and they're crazy. So we got one. We created a foe. So should we roll and see what we get? Oh, you only get that to your XP. I don't think you get anything. So technically we're going to get 1 XP so far. Should we roll if we want an NPC or a foe? What are we thinking? NPC or foe? We could say like odds NPC evens a foe. Maybe we roll it and see. I just had a discussion with someone who doesn't know how the 12-hour format. Oh my goodness. Doesn't know how the 12-hour format clocks work. Do they work in 24-hour? That's quite worrying. Where are we? Let's come down to the square. So we are number 16. Do you speak in 0800 hours? Or like 2159? We fair, my phone is set to 24 hour. Very sus. Half one in it. Right, what we're doing. Should we roll? So what did I say? Odd for NPC and even for foe. Seems right, yeah? Oh, we've got a foe! There is a foe! You don't get no XP for that. Foes are regularly generated throughout Wasteland. I feel like we've just hit on 2 foes and 1 NPC, but okay. Commonly as part of an encounter. Generate a foe, grab a D20 and generate foe page 189. I still can't believe that like a not even 3-year-old was joking when I was on about when I just happened to say 6-7. I was like, I don't understand how you should understand this. It is advanced. Oh dear. Unlike NPCs, foes are generated in 2 steps to determine the foe type and then what foe all foes are. This is done by rolling the foe type table first and then rolling on the indicated type table to determine who your foes are and what they're doing. Once you've rolled on both view of the base of the encounter, you can use your better judgment to determine the space facing the encounter, how far away, etc, etc. Either encounter for a description, give a clue in the description of the layout. Generate a combat state, 166. Is that what like threw me off last time? Because I don't understand how we do this. Foes are not aware of the layout of the encounter before moving catch. Now tell me if you're in danger. Let me just let me just roll and see what happened if we're I just literally rolled an 8. Light cover there, areas thin cover enough to stop pistols and small guns, but uses happen. Dangerous NPCs or potentially crux points for your narrative characters that may change. You come in danger. Okay, I feel like this is leading on to how... Should we continue with number 16 and then we'll go back? Because I feel like this is kind of going to where I need to be to know how to do the other thing. See you guys. Powerfist. Right, let's make a foe. Foe type. 189. We haven't done that yet, have we? 189. May have unlocked what we need to do. 17. Oh, that's something we got a creature. Oh, foe type. Whoa, we've got the Institute. That's the foe type. You probably put this into NPC. Oh, it doesn't go there because that's who the nice people that we meet. So foe. Oh, I don't like how small this comes out. Oh, I can't really. Or if I do that, that just makes it really small. Well, I'm not quite sure what's happening there. If I put it in the other square, you can actually see it, then we'll put it across. Corey, I can't zoom in any more than that. So I'm going to write it in here, then just copy it across. Okay. So the foe is Institute. Who's my demo? Oh, 8's like fine wine. Thank you! 8 like fine wine. My data dads had square wheels. We got you in the most NPC way. Wow, we got the Institute! Right, that's quite cool. So Institute 192-1093. I don't quite understand what this is. Creature for generate. Oh, creature. 192. Then I'm guessing that we roll stat blocks. So now we need to figure out what one we're going to get. So basically, we just need to keep going. First table, and then rolling indicator type and determine your foes on what they're doing. So then we need to roll again. They are the clankers. I can imagine like the T-clankers. 7. A wounded Institute scientist. 10. Frantically types on a holopad while a Synth Corsair stands guard scanning the area for... Why does this sound like there's 2 people? So we have an Institute scientist. A wounded. We have a wounded... Institute scientist. Types on holopad whilst Synth Cursor stands guard. Scanning for threats. If only Chris would rip me in half. Be like, well, the Institute might pew in half. You never know. Okay. This is quite exciting. So they've kind of wandered in. Once you've rolled on both, you have the base of the encounter. You can use your better judgment to determine the spacing of the encounter. How far? Well, they're kind of scanning, so I'm guessing I've kind of like wandered in. They haven't spotted me yet, so I'm going to say we're at kind of like a fair distance. If you know encounter there's no fair description, give a clear enough description of the layout of the encounter. Remember, you can generate a combat state. Let's generate a combat state. Let's just follow what does it mean. Let's generate a combat state. Number 4. Killing, oh dear, killing field. An open street on exposed bluff. There is no cover to speak of here. So we're not in cover. Why is it? Oh, it just wants me to do that, right? So I need to put in open land, no cover. Okay, so it's quite open. Once you generate your foes and are aware of the layout of the counter before moving ahead, you need to only determine if you're in danger. Ah, I'm in danger. Oh, every time. I can't stop saying that. Sometimes in the course of your travels, your character may come across a hostile NPC. I mean, they are going to be hostile, aren't they? Because they're a foe. But you need to create a dangerous NPC. Dangerous NPCs differ from foes in that they often do not clearly fit into any of the aforementioned foe types or like to be characters who have significant impact on your story. Enough for you to distrust your character there we consider potential. I mean, he was scanning for something. Might mean an institutionalized scientist could be completely bonkers, right? Let's make this. Photos are more characters who may have a significant impact on your story. In short, dangerous NPCs, page 185, are potential crux points for your narrative characters. Let's just say they're dangerous, because I mean he's scanning, he's the Institute. When called to create a dangerous NPC, follow all the normal steps to generate NPC. Once you've done so, you can use dangerous NPC tables to modify the character to generate them a stat block. Should we do it? I wonder if the graft. I don't think the grafter monster's in here. But it might be. Where's the 189? Radroach, Bloodbug, Molerat, Deathlaw, Dog, Molerat, Yaoguai, Boatfly, Stingwings, Rad Scorpions, Mirelurk, Boatflies, Mirelurk Hatchlings, Mirelurk Hunter, Mirelurk Queen, Stingwing, Boatfly Gap. There's no grafter monster. There's ship mutants. Feral ghouls. And we then go on to people. Should we make a dangerous one? Why not? Why not? This is all fun. This is all fun. Have we generated an NPC? I think we generated an NPC, have we not? Oh, we need to generate an NPC. I mean, to be fair, we've kind of already done this, though. To generate an NPC. Oh, I see, so you can generate an NPC, but we've got a foe. Once you've encountered your encounter, generating any and all NPCs and or foes, you're ready to do something about the situation. So let's not keep it like that, because we did that before, the other one. Ready to take action. In the next step, you engage with the encounter, whatever comes afterwards. Let's just see how this goes. Oh no, I feel like this. I have a second go trying to explain it, right? It would Grifton Jamster Cookie Monster. It would have to be like a cookie monster, 5-foot lizard that breathes fire, but runs around with marshmallows. So you could have toasted marshmallows, right? Right, taking action. Right, we're going to see if we can do this together. Taking action, what gives us the onus of our story, the ability to dictate how we act and therefore how we interact with situations beyond our control. In this stage of the round, you will direct your character to take action in the encounter and then decide what they will be in the occasion afterwards. Hoping this might make... We're kind of starting again on how to defeat the situation. But only breathes fire in when he exhales like an AC. Just sort of like just breathes out, but yeah. Die from being burned from the lizard queen. The lizard, what could it be? I feel like, isn't there like... It feels like it's on a cereal or something, you know, like a snap. Be like... Not Ricicles, because that's a spaceman. Or something like that, you know, some cereal. Chewits. Oh, it's the Chewit monster. Right. In this stage of the round, you will direct your character to take action encounter. Okay, we did that one. Once you have generated both your encounter and any piece of foes present within it, it's time to decide how your character interacts with it. However, how they will interact depends on whether the encounter will put them in danger or not. In the take action stage, your character is looking to resolve the encounter that you generated in the previous stage. This is mostly self-led experience, where you determine what action your character takes and using results of those actions to weave the next stage of the story. When an account begins, you should have a clear goal you are trying to achieve, like trade with the trader, survive the raider ambush, or make friends with the stranger. Once you achieved or failed at that goal through the use of actions, you will know to finish the encounter itself. Take action, step example setup. An example of Ben's wasted encounter with Nick Rose has come across the Glowing One in an abandoned railroad gas station. This forms the opening of his encounter. Outside the building, looking in to see the Glowing One inside. From the start, Ben determines that his main aim for the encounter is to remove the Glowing from his threat. So, turn a tiger but with 2 heads. There, great. I'll be like a Brahmin, but a double-headed Tony the Tiger. Take action. Then the take action stage is the most free-from portion of the round where you aim to finish your encounter. So what was our encounter? So we've stumbled across this quarry where they are mining. Basically, we're like, ooh, there could be chocolate chips here. But we've come across the Institute, which is a wounded Institute scientist who's typing on a holopad whilst the synth cursor stands guard scanning for threats. So I'm guessing we're not meant to be there. So I'm guessing we need to take out said synth cursor. Because he's scanning for threats and he's probably like, they're going, trying to, you know, survive. Okay, so it's Canto Jam once. It could be true. Jamming twins. Take action stage as the most freedom form. Okay. Take any other actions you wish to take in the occasion and then finish the stage. This is broken down to 4 steps. Determine the danger. Well, the danger in this step you determine if the encounter is dangerous. Well, it's currently got danger alert, right? Danger alert! Because he's scanning. He's scanning for threats. So, I mean, he's got to look out for the injured scientist. So I'm guessing scientist and his little buddy. The buddy is just making sure scientist doesn't come to a demise. I mean, the Institute... Could we say it's a simp? Oh, I feel like linking it with Kellogg somehow. Talking about cereal. Right, if the account is dangerous, as it... I mean, it's looking dangerous because you're scanning for threats, right? Jammy Dodger alert. I mean, it looks like a Jammy Dodger. It's got red on it, right? So it's a Jammy Dodger alert. Complete the encounter. In this step, you take actions to try and complete an encounter. Take additional actions in this step after completing the encounter. You make any additional actions you would like to take in the occasion. Complete the stage and step you finish the take action stage and propose the journal. Okay. The cornflake mistake. Maybe this is what it should be called. It's the cornflake mistake. Right, tell me the danger. The wasteland is an inherently dangerous place between the radiation, raiders and red scorpions. It's difficult to find anywhere that could even remotely be considered safe. In Wasteland Wanderer, however, we use the term danger to represent when the decisions you are making could actively cause your character to enter combat, otherwise cause them to suffer damage. To determine if your character is in danger, ask the following question. Did the encounter rolled imply danger? Well, imply. Well, it's kind of implying because he's scanning for threats for years. Does the occasion IMN have a truth that implies immediate danger or threat? I mean, there is an Institute just lying there. You know, maybe they're there to suss out what's there. That Sugar Puff monster probably is abomination of sugary puff goodness. So maybe these simps are just like... kind of feel like maybe they're bored of being like the robots on the production line. An Institute scientist. Maybe they wandered into the quarry to like determine what was there and all like the chocolate chip goodness. So they could be good or they could be bad. What are we gonna say? Wants that's what the scientist wanted Sugar Puff, so he bludgeoned him with a chocolate chip cookie. Could you see just grabbing it and just like literally doing that? So we could either leave it, or should we... Or they could... we want chocolate chips though, because we want to make lots of biscuits. Crumble Cookie Quarry. I love this. Crumble Cookie Quarry. Should we call it Crumble Cookie Quarry? Because it is crumbling. Crumble Cookie Quarry. Right, and the Sugar Puff monster. If we come across another monster, we need to change. We need to come across some kind of monster. Maybe they want to overtake this, but we kind of want the chocolate chips. Should we say that we're in danger? Because this could be fun to just do. However, if the answer to any of these questions is yes, then their character is in active danger and may only make dangerous actions. It's kind of, I mean, it's written, right? What is going on with my bow today? It is written. Therefore, I am in danger. And may only make dangerous actions instead. They will only be able to take actions that remove the threat from the situation, otherwise make their account safe. Looking at the situation of the previous example, okay, however, okay. What is dangerous? The determination of being in danger or not is mostly up to you as you play through. We're going to say we're in danger, because let's just beat it up. In this step, you will make whatever actions you feel will help you overcome and complete the encounter that you've generated. Depending on the encounter itself, there could be a number of variances into how to achieve this. Regardless of the method itself, it will be undertaken by completing a set of safe or dangerous actions. Let's see if we can work this one out. Primarily, subterranean scans have confirmed large chocolate chip deposits. Reward makes the risk worthwhile. And then, because then there's a signal, isn't there? We can pick up a signal from here. So maybe... I forgot about that, actually, now you're mentioning that. So we are picking up a radio signal, which goes to number 18, which we don't know what is the number 18 yet. So they're on about biscuit supplies. Subterranean scans have confirmed large chocolate chip deposits. But maybe they are there, and they've picked up this like a work or something. Maybe they're like working nice people. But let's just say they're dangerous. They're going to steal. So let's just say, I'm going to put that in there. That's what he's scanning for. That's what the scientist is on, right? The Sims. Because we just want to get into some action. So we got to steal these because we got a lot to do. Milkshake Hurricane, and then the flavour determines on the threat level, right? Strawberry's kind of like we're ranging up to chocolate, which is or vanilla because it's like whoa there. He knows too much about the mining operation center. The Sugar Puff monster, he knows too much. As in the make your own path skill sets and pick a path actions possible in this book to determine the variance of every possible action skill set. Right, safe actions. Approach. Put yourself into a dangerous situation or purpose to get the jump on foes who have yet to notice you, or turn a safe situation into a dangerous one. Approach. 1, 2, 4. Let's go! Should we go in? Send the milk flutter to solve it. Throw yourself into danger. Approach. Difficulty 1. Solution. Sneak up. Greet the threat. Distract a creature. This is quite exciting. Pick a path. Various pick a path actions are available to you during the take action stage. Refer to skill test for details on how action function if you need a refresher at any point. So we've got approach, clear main quest blocker, complete side quest, explore, find supplies, level up, meet, patch up, rest, mod, scavenge, trade. Dangerous actions. Oh, we don't want safe actions. De-escalate, try to reason with your foe, resolve things peacefully. Oppose, try to use force to defeat your foe. Outwit, try to use cunning to defeat your foe. Retreat, try to escape. We know what escape doing. Cookie Monster Gang. So realistically, We don't want no safe actions. I mean, this is just how you would get the jump on foes who've yet to notice you and turn a safe situation into a dangerous one. I mean, we could do that. Why this is so... Okay, so... Tell me your solution. What determines your goal? I mean, we kind of have the goal is to get this, right? Is it over 10 cookies? I mean, I could think of worse ways to go, right? I mean, there could be worse ways. That is a good way. Well, I don't know, actually. Depends what kind of cookies. These could be like raisin cookies, and it's to be continuing in life of disappointment, right? Oh, once you tell me your goal in the skill test, you need to determine a solution. The solution of ways of one is all determined by 3 factors: your character, attributes, skills, and equipment. Right. When determining these factors, you have 2 options. Pick a path. Select an action that matches your goal from these listed in actions on page 122. Make your own. Oatmeal cookies. He machine has gone rogue. Splashing the things with a cookie ray gun and tell me. Maybe this is what's going to happen with this synth robot here. However, before any chance of achieving that goal, he has to deal with a simpler thing. Find some water. I still don't understand this encounter business. Jeremy gets turned into bread eaten by birds. So then you get to fly. Matches my goal. Declare blocker of your main quest. I mean, we could put find supplies, hunt for or purchase supplies to keep you fed during your trip. It's not really. I mean, your chocolate chip cookie, meat, patch up, loot your surrounding with caps and gear. Your trader. Treat a pose. There's like a gluten-free bread thing. They're like, this has got no sustenance in it. Or should we use a pose to try and use force? What if I basically like gluten? It's like the new, was it millennial? As you set your option, you need to determine if your character has what they need to execute the solution. In many cases, all they need is their own skills and a can-do attitude. Occasionally, however, a specific tool is required. Can't shoot around with a gun after all. In determining your solution, check your inventory and make sure you have a piece of gear that will allow you to achieve what you want. If you don't, you can't. Well, we're gonna like a melee attack. Just select an option and confirmed you have the needed gear to determine your obstacles. Okay, so we're gonna go donk. Obstacles. There is nothing in our way. Mechanical obstacle in front of you when creating your skill test is the difficulty. The number of successes you will need to obtain during the skill test. When skill test, if difficulty 1, meaning it requires 1 or more success to overcome, although some listening actions will have different starting difficulties. However, additional obstacles may increase the difficulty of a test or even block those tests from being performed in the first place. When determining your goal, you will have already determined that there are likely small things standing in your character's way in the path to achieving their goal, be that danger, time, or something entirely different. Things that stand between your character and what they want obstacles and are typically linked to the location trees in that area. I mean, we want the chocolate the chocolate chips, but there are simps in the way, so. Dodging away will alter the chest. Increasing it by 1. Each obstacle is targeted as a negative truth, so 2. Once each obstacle is determined, you can now move to attempt skill test. Now that you know the goal, solution, and your skill test, make a skill test. You gather up your 2 20-sided dice to determine the target number. You need to roll under those dice to generate success. Okay. Oh my god, we have to do some maths here. Target number is determined in Wasteland Wanderer by the skill you are using to complete the skill test. It is equal to the character's ranks of the skill in question plus the value of the governing attribute. So a character with survival of 4 and endurance of 9 would have a target number of 13. Let's see what the skills are, so I can remember. What was it we needed? Well, I've got a survival 4 and an endurance of 9. My endurance is 7, so we've got 4 and a 7 is 11. So our target number is 11. Right, can we remember that? Target is 11. Once you've determined your target number, roll your 2d20 for each dice that shows a result equal to or less than your target number. You gain success. So we need to roll 11 or under. Watch will roll high. Okay, we've done nothing. Gain success equal to... Wait. If you gain success equal to or greater than your difficulty, you pass the test. What? You roll your 2d20 for each dice that shows a result equal to or less than your target number, which was 11, you gain success. If you gain success equal to or greater than your difficulty, you pass the test. What? Does that mean we pass the test? If you do not get enough success though, the test is failed and you suffer the consequence of that failure. This doesn't make any sense. Greater than your difficulty. Is that the difficulty range? Yes, it's, I don't understand any of this now. You can D20 prepares his skill. So what I go actually endurance is 9. The test difficulty obstacle step, which only have one obstacle step. So we're on a 1. This makes no sense. With the above information known, scoring a 4 and a 12. 2 successes. What did he need? He needed... So we haven't. So we failed. I don't... This makes no sense. Traditionally, simply not succeeding is consequent enough. However, some tradition there may be greater. If you pass the test, right? No, he didn't. Consequence, critical success, right? A complication over his narrative adaptation to the situation that either makes the consequence of the test worse or introduces a new problem even on a successful skill test. A complication is generated when you roll a 20 on GD20, otherwise referred to as a natural 20, but does not affect the number of... let's just say it's a fail. I don't understand. A complication will, when generated, will induce one of the 3 potential effects of your scene. A blocker. Test has failed, but can be attempted again. And the comments going to what it could be. The guidelines. If the test is failed, but cannot be attempted again, then the consequence becomes more. So I'm guessing, technically, if I hit them, then they have to hit me. Hiccup. The test success, but a complication was rolled. Something goes minutely wrong with attaining your goal. This could be problematic for the character, but not so that it undoes all your hard work. Successfully sprint away from death while using the retreat action, you realise that your pack was open the whole running and you lost a few pieces. Failing to determine yourself a series of alarms. Across the NCR base you are infiltrating, it won't be long until the security arrives. Not only did you miss a shot with your combat rifle, but the magazine falls out and slips on the... Okay. So we need to probably go to a consequence. When you fail a skill test, there are always consequences. Failing to shoot a chem-friendly raider or frenzied raider charging away is likely going to have the consequence of that raider smack you a large piece of metal. Failing to buy up for a lower price in Diamond City may end with you actually being charged more for goods, just to teach you a lesson. Consequences are what happens when your character fails a skill test. The repercussions, as noted in the 2 examples above, consequences are normally immediately payback or failing course of action, often the removal of your goal or an inversion of it. When starting the process of taking a skill test, you will normally already know what happens when you fail. However, remember that this is a story and no story should end because the hero failed to unlock a door at one time. Failing forward is a common term in horror games, meaning the event when we fail, we should still advance the story in some way. Be sure to make yourself go fetch your failures. For example, failing to fair check picks up old Mr. Handy, breaks the robot, but allows the character to find the manufacturer's address inside the chassis. Now the failure is expanded. Again, sometimes the consequence will lead to the skill test being unable to be completed, meaning that there is no way to reattempt it. Other times, this won't be the case. Determine for yourself the narrative feeling of closing an avenue yourself during play. There's quite a lot of words there.
To the Emperor!
Okay, so does this now? So we have attacked. Where's the institute? In my head I'm thinking, does this now make sense? Probably not. We'll find it now. So it's a cursor, isn't it? So R1 here. Does this make sense? Not really. Or also modeled with a very tight brain, but wake up in can't. She's overthinking. I'm like, surely this can't be this complicated. Okay. So we've attacked it. Where's that? So we've just gone in and we've just attacked it. One, 3, 8. So it failed. Reduce the threat of the foe by 1 to a minimum of 1. Is what a threat for, so he's now a 1. Foe gets a free turn, your weapon runs out of ammunition and needs to reload. Your weapon breaks or gains a new negative truth. Foe gains a new state. Well, then he gets the turn. So we're coming up with. I'm just so like, what? Well, when we're working this out together. But I'm still like, okay. I'm going to take action. So then technically that would mean it will be the foe's turn. Which I've now got to find. Which bit is that? I can't find which bit it is on now. What bit was that on? And do we just have to roll to see? So we went. Wait, what did we do? Oh, I can't find what bit I needed now. The threat is 4. And then I'm presuming that we just roll. So he's got crafty. The cursor activates the stealth boy. Okay, so he's now gonna do a stealth boy. I don't know. We're gonna roll with this as how exactly this happens because who knows? Guide us through the fog of cookie-laden confusion. I'm feeling that way. Like what? What happened? Oh, that an emerald came out. Thinking too much, right? Thinking too much. I wasn't even quite saying that. Right, the cursor activates stuff, but we're making this up as we go along now. Until the end of the encounter, the cursor cannot be the target of opposed actions unless you succeed on a first skill of test difficulty 2. How do you do that? When the cursor is already invisible, it moves on advantage position. Okay, that is quite crafty. I liked how they've called it crafty. It's very crafty. Very crafty indeed. Oppose actions. I have seen that somewhere. Wait, oppose actions. Succeed on a... I feel like I need this all explained to me and I still wouldn't get it. Perception 5, but what does this mean? Have I got to roll twice again? Isn't that weird? Roll twice and it's got to be under. We're making this up. Oh, but what's that got to be added with? Fuck it, should we just say that and that would be 9? Well, they're both over anyway, so it's a fail? Well, what happens? Cursor activates the stopwatch until the end of the encounter. The cursor cannot be target its actions unless you succeed. Okay, so now I can't attack it. Because he's now gone invisible. The cursor is already invisible, it moves in a advanced position. Where? Where does it go to? We don't know, because we can't see it. And then we have got, that's just this Institute Scientist. So should we try and take the Institute Scientist? I'm so confused with this. I thought it was going to be a bit more simpler. I don't understand. Right, so scientists, individuals are proudly redefining mankind. They're specialists in every field other than the rather barbaric errands of the combat survival. They are much safer. So their threat is 1. Should we just roll and just have fun? 2. Of course it's low. They're crested. The scientist fires at you with the Institute laser. Pew! 1 damage. So opposed action made against the scientist fails. They immediately try to flee. So then should we start again? An attack, which I don't remember how you do. Oh, so I need 11, don't I? Under. Over. What happens if you're under and over? It didn't quite answer that, did it? Rocket 69. Taking action. This fix. Okay. Take action to determine danger. Taking action. Now what? I don't even know what this music is. I think it's just something pop playlist. Dynamic pop. Visible biscuits. The best way. The best way. I gotta remember what we're gonna do now. Should we say it's gone through? Because I don't know. I want to try what happens when it goes through. Freedom, can you finish the counter? Take any actions of this will determine. Also doesn't help that I'm fairly tired. Right, that's my excuse. That's the threat. Right, complete the encounter. That's just what we're trying to do. We go back to skill test. I can't remember what page it was on now. Okay, I'm gonna start again. Just I don't know what happens if you get one up and one under. Obstacle in front of you when occurring your skill test certificate. The number of successes you need to obtain during the skill test and complete your goal. Normally all skill tests are difficulty 1. So we'll say it's on difficulty 1. Because, I mean, it has to be on 1. Well, we're level 1 XP. Right, doing the skill test. I came to Alice once and she played towers are screeching. Just staring at the wall. Right, skill test. We'll say we passed because I want to know what happens if you pass. Do you not get enough? Okay, consequence that failure. If you pass the test and achieve your goal, the skill test ends and your character does what they are set out to do. They shoot the red. Okay, well we don't really shoot. Okay, so we bonked them on the head. Okay. So we the other guy has just left him. He's gone invisible. That's fine. You can entertain yourselves. I'm trying to work this out. Crazy lore. Just make crazy lore about this. Fine. During a skill test, your role can generate a critical success and a complication, which would order a way of generating additional successes, and a way in which the story becomes more complex. Sure, crazy. Snowfall. I mean, that could be it here. We could come across a nuclear molten chocolate plant. One roll to generate a critical success. When rolled, generates 2 success rather than 1. There are 2 ways in which you can generate a critical success, either by rolling a 1 on your d20, otherwise referred to as a natural 1, or by rolling under your skill rank or matching or making a skill test. So I need to, okay, you can only generate 1 critical from any dice. So rolling a 1 on attack skill test will only generate, okay, 1, 11 or under, or 19. So it isn't right. Decision that either makes the consequence of the test worse or introducing new problems even though on a successful kill test. So complications generate when you roll a 20 on your d20. Well, I didn't. Okay, we'll pretend because we're close. A complication when generated will introduce 1 of 3 potential effects to your scene. Let's just do this. Oh, this is what we've done. If the test has failed, but can be attempted again. Alright, we'll call it a blocker. Let's just do the blocker. If the test has failed but can be attempted again, no complication creates a blocker. Follow the guidance school test blockers to create a blocker that feels narrowly appropriate for the situation. Skill test blocker. When you create a blocker as part of a skill test, you must determine what the blocker is. Normally this will be an impediment that wasn't immediately obvious from the beginning of the test, such as a door that has electronic deadlock after the lock was picked. You're a girl drinking from the same water hole, but oh dear, sudden loss of power. On this occasion, you will need to perform a separate skill test to overcome the blocker before you can continue to your original goal. Follow the same steps as previously just to determine the difficulty. Tell me your goal, tell me the skill test. Once the skill test is overcome, the blocker is removed and you can continue with your original goal. Keep in mind, however, that some blockers may force your character into a fight. You need to defeat your foe to remove the blocker instead. See page 98. Legend says Crazy once ate a whole pack of Jaffa cakes and then turned orange. It's like if you eat too many carrots, right? Especially from not a red chocolate chip Chernobyl. Especially from Chernobyl. Molten chocolate chip, nuclear rain. Rain of a cookie dust. Imagine it's like them rocks, you know, they and then they pop in your mouth. It'll be just be like that, just going like pop, pop, pop. Right, we're gonna do combat. Violence isn't just a promise in the wasteland; it's a necessity. Your character's doomed to having to defend themselves eventually, be that against the smallest radioactive or being a behemoth. At times you'll find yourself in danger. When this happens, they are either being attacked or about to be. Okay, we're gonna go through this one more time. Next time you will have multiple methods of dealing with the issue, but in this section we will be discussing how to meet violence with violence. The first stat block will tell me how to facts. Yep. We're taking the turn. The highest threat foe will be, okay, so the highest threat foe is 4. The simp, because the insight is only a 1. Once everyone is defeated. Okay, combat flow. Once you begin an encounter where combat is a factor, you will take turns against your enemies, with you taking action at a time. Then a foe acting once before you're acting again, continuing in this. Okay, then me, or me, then me, them. Foes act in threat order. Threat order. We'll set the big guy first because I can't remember what to read this. Right, the foe with the highest threat acting. I'm going to say it's the highest threat acting, so it's the cursor. Also. And then lower threat foes acting in a reductive order. We'll ask the Oracle. Oh, we're not doing that. Your turn. When you take a turn in combat, you will be able to make an action and move. In combat, movement is structured rather. For example, when the combat starts, you decide with your counter where your character is in relation to your enemies. So we're quite close. We're quite close. Says the when you pop a candy that actually explodes. That's what they mine with. Let's see, it's the popping candy, right? Pop rocks. It will be Pop Rocks and Nuka-Cola of some sort. What can we have? Fizzy. Like peppermint tea or something. We need something like that, don't we? No, it would be an Alka's. What's it? What's that thing that, you know, you get like a Alka's? You know when you've hit it too hard and they give you like a fizzy thing in water? I know what I mean. It'll be like one of them, but instead of Alka-Seltz, something like that. I can't remember what it's called. I would imagine that just fizzes and goes up. Combat starts, you decide because the account and where your character is, close where okay, so we're far away. Post foe. Difficulty 4. When selecting the foe to pose a difficulty test to match their threat value. Solutions. We're going to use a melee. We've got to go under 11. Well, I don't really get this gist. I don't understand when it's like 1 on 1. It doesn't tell you. Defeat the toe target. Really? I don't see how this would work. This just seems too easy. Let's just roll what they do. I can't remember what they're called. You can have that little fizzy thing. Oh, I still got the thing on it. Because that's it. We'll just roll that. I can't remember what they're called. I've never had one, but they always like fizz up and meant to make you feel better. Being a foe. When you succeed in this action, you will defeat one or more foes. The defeated foes are removed from combat. Rockets? That could be a vitamin thing. They similar. I don't know what they are. Something. They fizz. I was thinking how you could then relate it to feeling better. I'm quite tempted. We're just gonna move on from here because I don't understand the battle or the point of this. So we're gonna loot. We're gonna say that we killed it. Alka-Seltz, is that what they are? We're all like determined now. There we go. Patient relief. I don't know what relief for, but heartburn, upset stomach, headaches, and body aches. Thank you, PC, who understood my rambling. I was like, I was close. I was close. Alka-Seltzers is what the answer is. I was close. But fizzy Mycelium miracle cure. Lucasade is the miracle cure. Sometimes it's going Alka something. I've never had one. That's my excuse, right? That's my excuse. Right, we're gonna say that we've killed these NPCs because they've died of boredom, or they've died of boredom from me trying to figure out what you're meant to do. So we're going to loot them. If you are looking for a particular type of loot, you may roll twice and choose the result. Oh, we're looking for something. Let's just roll. 1, so 168. One. Roll again. We picked up 1. Rusted, mouldy, corroded. Oh, fabulous. Ranged weapon. I mean, there's 2 of them, so we can get 2, yeah? We're just gonna cheat with this. Missile launcher. Okay, so we've got 1 rusted, mouldy, corroded. What did I say? Missile launcher. So I put this in here. This is the loot that we're getting, so I'm guessing we're gonna put that in there. Oh, roll 2d20 then add to determine the result of this table. What? Oh, okay, okay. So it's a 5 plus a 12. It's a 17. So it's not a missile launcher. It's a 10. Oh, I feel slightly outdone here. It's a 10 mil. Right, I'm going to put that in here. Rusted. I mean, mouldy. Corroded. Who spilt then cola on it? TM. Pistol. Okay. This is what we got for loot. Ranged weapon. If you're looking for a particular type of loot. I mean, should we just roll again and see what else we get? I guess that's a biscuit loot. Turn from versus complete war. That's part of it, what we like. Obviously, she got the same gun again. Let's just have a see what we get. 174. Oh, what is it? It would be a shredded, broken, shattered. 12 plus what, 13. We'll only put the first one down. Hunting rifle. Okay. You already do that. Yeah, you don't need to stream for us to realise this. Ammunition. Whereas finding ammunition Fallout is a varied experience with bullets for all manner of weapons found in the most unusual places and often for a weapon you're not carrying. In ways someone has a simplified process to reduce the chance of you never finding what you need. When you roll ammunition on the above table, do you? Remove the out of ammo truth from the weapon you are carrying. Or gain an ammo box for a weapon of your choice. Next time you would be affected by out of ammo complication that weapon, spend the ammo box to ignore it. Okay. We could add like, oh, this is weapon modifications. It's pretty good. You need to get your chance of knowing what the hell you're meant to be doing. It should, right? It should, yeah. And also how it's Timbuktu, whichever it is injected. I suppose you could either put it straight into the veins and it will help, I guess, or straight into the stomach. Should we come down into square 20 and make another location? Because I feel like this isn't going too well this evening. Right, we want to make, where are we? Let's make another location. Where are we? We've got to go back. Travel. We need to roll to see what are we. What stream? What's the stream? Glorbo stream. You mean the Glorbo stream? Let's go for, here we go. We need to determine, I mean, I'm hoping it'll be a settlement, or we might just make it a settlement. 159. Because we haven't actually come across a settlement yet. Yay! We did actually get a settlement. So we're just gonna speed through this because that made no sense. Settlement. So number 20 is a settlement. So we're gonna go to locations. Settlement. Oh, okay, we're gonna go settlement. It is a settlement. And then from here, settlements generated, and then a map, and then generate either select or generate a faction that is control of the settlement. Right, what one's in control of the settlement? As I can stream my mother maybe, but I end up doing it wrong because I'm streaming. You'll be lost of concentration. Nucaville. I'll make Jamie and PC my mods and make sure they do the worst possible shots get banned with first week. It'll be the first. I was going to say PC the first 5 minutes. I think you have them underestimated there. What's in the first week? Faction. What do we get? 217. Number 3. Oh, we have got raiders. That's raiders. I need to put like wasteland. Settlement is settlement. Nuka raiders. These could be the Nuka raiders. Okay, that one. Generator icons and truths. The icons are landmarks, places within a location that are iconic in a way or another, type of place that others would use to note their location apart from another one. Once you determine its location is a waste on the settlement roll a d20 to generate an icon. Page 159. Number 13. Icon. Icon generator. Which is heritage site. Okay, so heritage site. I'm a mod pro. I'm banning skill mech as my first act of moderation. We're not allowed. We're lactose and gluten free, right? We have to make a special settlement for you. Well, the Sunset Raiders. So you mix the flavors to reunite the red. Oh, then they become one. It's either going to be people are going to like it or not like it. It's one of the two. Once the icon is generated, it's time to generate a truth about the location. As mentioned earlier in the book, a truth is a definable fact about the location you are creating, something that will affect everyone who travels or lives within it. Right, so settlement, which we haven't done, go to 161. So the settlement, which you've rolled to generate the truth, part of the truth, and go to flash out. What do we get? We got a 9. Bustling. Noise, movement, and the smell of cooking food. I mean, that sounds fair. You know, like, the smell of cooking floods the air. Smell of baking floods the air. It's a whole milk gang. Whole milk. We get, like... What do we get ranking here? We get... Skimmed. Is that the red one? Skimmed, which is basically water. Then you get semi-skimmed, which is like the green, isn't it? And then you get the whole milk, which is blue. Right, so that's how this works. Right, okay, we didn't get that. 9. Every time I do that, it sets up. So it's bustling. The truth is, it's bustling. It's noisy. Movement, or movement. Smell of baking. We're going to put that to baking in the air. Smell of baking. Oh, the Oatmeal Club. The Oatmeal Club! Who's that basically milk flavoured water? It's just like, what's the point of this? The full fat, I guess you can't have the full fat cow. Was it pasteurised? Well, and above the age of 25 we're studying what their colours. Okay, which one? And then you go, what size? It's like, do you get the big ass thing or the standard, or you get the thin thing? And it's like one that would last a while, but not too much. And then it all depends on, is it oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk, God knows what milk. Then it gets in the, that's the complication. And then the variants of them as well. Gold top, see? Oh, I'm not posh enough for gold top. I'm green. Unfortunately. I like this. How the so we're coming into our raiders, so we've just come across a raider settlement. There's a heritage site. What heritage site could it be on? Oh, I just immediately thought of Wensleydale Cheese Factory. That's not really a oh, it would be a heritage site in my eyes. We need to have a heritage site for some baking. And they're baking, they're noisy. Flush out. Okay, drop by the store and grab some big ass red milk. Not just water. So these raiders, what do we see first arrive? Number of things. Monuments visible. What kind of heritage site shall this be? That is the question. What's the name of your settlement? Oh, you've got to come up with a name of this settlement. How do you... We've got to come up with a name of the settlement now. I don't know what to use. What should we use? The name of the settlement. It's a heritage site. The Raiders, Nukerville. Should we call it like Nukerville? Something like that? Something, or... I think blue milk comes up. It's not blood milk. Red milk, green milk, blue milk. Gold top. Bakersville. We could put like Bakersville. What's a heritage site? They've got lots of chimney thing, like I'm thinking like pottery or something. Bakersville. So a heritage site. What kind of heritage site should it be? It should be like. I used to have a crew name called Lost Biscuit Crew. You're welcome and on it if you like. The Biscuit Boys. We've been disbanded for so long. Oh, that's awful. So maybe these raiders, they like their baking, so they've raided and maybe they've stolen the chocolate chips. That's why maybe that's how the Institute scientist is now injured, because these raiders are coming to take the chocolate chip. Maybe that's why, because they've raided heritage site. Like, you know, I'm kind of thinking of like the pottery places. I don't want pottery places, but or the heritage site could be. I'm trying to think of another biscuit brand that has just been lost by the wayside. I can't get enough of that sweet idiot cola. What should the heritage site be? So the raiders are here. They're taking it over. So they have beaten up the poor Institute scientist for these big chocolate chips. Now they're kind of baking. It's hustle and bustle. It's really noisy. Needs to do something with like baking, really. The other biscuit is called the half baked. They're more like cookie dough. Maybe it's sort of like a disused baker's oven. Baker Town. Thinking, what doesn't exist anymore? Baker's oven doesn't exist anymore now, does it? It's a Greg's. Baker Town. It's like the first ever baker's oven that opened. And so it's like a baker's oven is like a Greggs. For those who don't know what a baker's oven is or was, I'm presuming a baker's oven does not exist anymore. Shop. Cafe. It's just gonna come up with what it shouldn't be. So I think it could be like the baker's. I swear it used to exist. The baker's oven. Huh? Domino's. Oh, McDonald's. Right, I was trying to work out what you were saying. The McDonald's has entered the building. I could hear him rustling. Death Bake. Right, well, abandoned wasteland Greggs. They look realistic. Slash and Bake? Maybe they do Raiders and they're taking it over as a slash and bake. Maybe they're setting up their own Raiders. I thought he said Domino's. He's got a McDonald's. He's just been to the gym. It's just done. How many hour shift? Or like a 10-hour shift, go to the gym and now got McDonald's. Not a tasty spaghetti that I made. A McDonald's. So we could have the slash and bake. Well, we'll call it the slash and bake because the Raiders have taken it over. I like that. We'll call it the slash and bake. Abandoned Greggs. Should we call it abandoned Greggs? I swear like a baker's oven used to. A baker's oven used to exist. Abandoned, but not many people know what that is. Right, abandoned Greggs. Can I put G? I'll go to the other. Greggs. Greggs. So you know how you get like you wander in and then there's like in Fallout and you've got the garages. It's kind of like or like oh I can't think what they're called now. The diners, like that kind of thing. And so they've kind of taken it over, and then maybe they're maybe they're trying to be good raiders. Maybe they're going in stealing. So they're stolen the like the raided the chocolate chip cookies, and now they're having the slash and bake. They were setting up their own. Maybe they're friendly raiders. Doesn't necessarily mean they're evil. Well, you have to answer more questions before to me. We can step. So we've done that. Okay. Then counter step. Okay, somehow abandoned mills. Oh, there could be like abandoned like windmill. Yeah, I love that. Abandoned windmills. They could be like proper like the original Greggs where they actually made things. You have Baker's Dozen. So Baker's Dozen is 13, but it was a baker's oven, which was name of a baker's. I thought it was just a generic like Greggs. Combo Jambalaya, Jammy Balaya. Alright, it's +1. I just put like broken windmills. Oh, maybe the raiders are trying to reuse them and actually grounding up flour to make everything. So maybe they're using to ground flour. Using to ground flour. Maybe the fridge raiders. Yeah, okay, we're gonna make them the summoned fridge raiders. They're the good raiders. Not the bad raiders. Baker's Dozen is the kill squad. They sound it. Go send in the Baker's Dozen. You really sound like season 1 Lucy Tom does. Maybe they're friendly raiders. They are the fridge raiders. They're attacking your hunger. each cookie at a time. One cookie at a time. Creating an encounter. Roll a d20. Fridge Raider sounds better than Slash and Bake. Fridge Raider. Or maybe they are Fridge Raiders. I put it in Bakersville. I put it... Oh no, Bakersville, yeah. But they're setting up their own little Slash and Bake. Number 11. Right, where are we? 164. Do you think? Do you think? Does it sound alright, or...? Number 11. Malfunctioning robot. Oh dear. A robot is repeating the same phrase over and over. What is he saying? So a robot... 191. Right, we've got a roll. We have got a Protectron Fire Brigader. Cookie Brigader. Trudges through the ruins, spraying foam at the smouldering remains of decades of fire. I think we need to change this robot name. Thinking failed. So there is a Protectron. Cookie Brigader. Slash and Bake as a 2-for-1 Melody at Cranks. Just don't ask what's in the steak bake. Mystery meat. So the Protectron is a malfunctioning robot repeating the same phrase over and over and over. So he is trudging through the ruins, spraying tea? Or no, because he's in like heritage site, so it's a little bit, you know, run down. So maybe he's spraying like he's a baking Protectron. Ice and sugar, like icing, to try and build up the place. If you know what I mean. So he's a Protectron, but he's a Bakertron. He's a Bakertron who is going through the heritage site, and he is spraying icing everywhere to try and build up the remnants of the building. Oh, he's just reading off a biscuit. He is just repeating a chocolate chip biscuit recipe because they've acquired chocolate chips from, so on our map here. So we have come down to number 20. So we're at number 20. We are here. So on here they have the chocolate chip quarry. So the raiders have gone into number 16 to get the chocolate chips. And they've come down. So the Protectron, the Bakertron, is just repeating a chocolate chip recipe over and over again, while he's just spraying icing everywhere to mend the buildings. Bakertron, he just repeats the same recipe. Bacontron! I love that. So we have a Protectron. What? Okay. Protectron, aka Bakertron. What do you say, walking around ruins? It's malfunctioning. Spraying icing at the broken buildings. Can't see this at all for some reason. It's a slightly different screen. Constantly repeating the choc chip cookie recipe. Repeating the Raider chocolate chip cookie recipe. Or something. Can't read the screen. Harold Tower, fruits, vegetable. Pumpkin Town! This is what we need! Beef Wellington, the Protectron. Battalion. This is so much fun. Okay, so we've done that. I like how it can just... Oh no, wherever I'll put the page down there. Maybe we can do some barring at some point, but we'll get so far ahead. We've generated an encounter. I like to think he's a nice NPC. So he's just going mad, crazy. I think this works. I think this works, right? So we make him as a separate NPC. Maybe our quest, we can maybe make we can generate a quest for this poor Bakertron, is that we need to get a replacement chip or something for him. I mean, you can generate an NPC, but we can come up with our own. I mean, you can roll, but last time we literally just came up with basically our own. And we're like, ooh, Bakertron. We could use one of them. Should we make him an NPC that we have to help? And then the raiders love us. We get raiders points. You know, like in 76, you get like raiders love you. What was that? Creates abominations. Can you imagine the type of abominations it would make? Placement chocolate chip. Oh, I mean, that's even better. We're in... Where are we? Square 20. Yeah. So this is a small thing we have to come up with. So his name is Faction. As a faction, he is a raider. NPC name, which is Bakertron. Age, well, he's a robot. So... NPC demeanor? I mean, he's repeating the same thing. We roll and see his demeanor. He's just a bit confused, bless him. Resigned. Protective? He is protective! Age 47. What? Why does this every time? Okay, so you just do that and it just rolls every time. Ageless. Oh, wait, what did we roll? I can't remember what we rolled now. What did you try to determine odd or even? Oh, we've got 11, so odd. So we roll another d20 on the appropriate table. He's protective. Oh, so he's protective of his little recipe. Well, he's Protectron, so he should be protecting because he is a Sometimes these answers protective. He is a Protectron after all. Okay, what else do we need? Try and zoom in here. It's too far. There you go. Roll such a roll. Advance to nearest Greg's Sugar Mama. Fraction of the Baker Wars. He is like, he is about right. He knows distinctive feature. I mean, he's a robot, but this would be entertaining to see. 12. Roll twice from this table. Beat up. Tinfoil. Here's a beat up tinfoil hat. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Has a beat up tinfoil hat. Chef's hat. This is I'm loving this. Oh no, what's the other bit? Okay. Distinctive feature. His profession. I mean, we'll just roll for the hell of it, shall we? It's funny to put crazy Laura. Very clank NPC. Just be like, this is like meant to be, right? Profession. Diplomat, con artist. Well, his is a Bakertron, so he's gonna be a cake artist. He has an apron and a spatula. This is what it has. Let's put it on here. And apron / spatula. Oh, that's how it looks so cute. And he uses the spatula as a weapon. He's a cake baker. Oh, wrong one. Let's use that cake baker. I don't know how you give it. I'm giving these to him. Secret. Oh, he has a secret. His secret is. It doesn't really work for the robots after these. His secret. What do we roll? A 5. Thinks they are destined for something great. Oh, his secret. Well, should we give him a secret? I reckon Glorbo does for Blinky. Isn't he the pity be? Did you have facts and here's something very important? Can't prove anything. You're playing Smash and welcome with me. This isn't Fallout 76. I thought I'll set it to it automatically likes me going on to Fallout 76. I thought I'll keep it on 76 today. We're trying to continue. I got very confused and so we just made it up now as we've gone along. How are you, Blake? How are you doing? Wait, this is not quite 76. Oh, right, he's got a secret. He's a robot, isn't he? Truth, 184. 6. Strange trick, they always carry a small seeming uses. You know what? I think because our NPC, I think he's done. Let me give you a shout. I'm not very good with shout outs tonight. I am doing well, thank you. There we go. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Bakertron dreams to bake the greatest. His dream is to bake. The bake is. I'll just put that on. I dream a dream. Dream to bake the greatest cake. Well, I can get scrap. That's really cool. So we can maybe scrap something. Why don't you join each of these characters? You have the NPC your character will be meeting. What remains is open the data tab, and we have this. Hey, we get 1 XP for meeting a new NPC. This NPC throughout your adventure, adding to basically his information. The action to visit them. 129. This is so sweet. Okay, even better. If it's cheesecake, are we gonna have to have cheesecake in this plate? Razor Billy's mean chef's meat. Little lockers in. Just to make sure you're behaving properly, right? We still have a quest. Should we say he's going to set up in his... Did you deserve it? He's an innocent little pumpkin. Doesn't sound believable, does it? I can't remember use that skill. Wait, that's not your main quest. Well, he can set up a quest, can't he? He can quest. There must be a thing somewhere. Buckeyes. My Buckeyes are over there. Using this, wasn't it? No. We want setting up a quest. Wait, Sam, come on, it's creating a side quest, 146. We're going to create a side quest for him because I feel like we need to find to replace his chocolate chip. When it counts action to other moments of play, you will be asked to generate a side quest. When you will be, literally on this page, when you are, you'll be engaged in a 3-step process. First of all, quest goal, quest location. When being offered a side quest, the most often question is, what is in it for me? Should we do a little side quest to help him? Yeah, to put my little bug eyes on. Just like, if you can see. I'll actually read a thing. So, a quest name. From the poison cookie. We can even put him right because he's kind of stopped repeating the same recipe. Let's get to defeat entire Westman dies in prison. Oh, I can imagine that. Oh, Baker John, he does when he dies. He has one. That's so sweet. If you call it too many cooks, we could put it that we put one, build one up. I don't remember any scrap on us. One night before. What should our reward be? 20. Modifications. Apply a modification to any of your weapon. Oh, we can add a mod our rolling pin. Page 168. To any weapon or armor you choose, if you don't have enough, okay, we can do that. Baker Tom. What should we call it? Put the bucket down. Secret menu. Generate site. Generate reward. Generate the goal type. 196. Well, it'll be nice, won't it? Will be. How is this continued? I just read 20 a favour. We got it twice. 30 plus. I don't understand this. What? I'd say we just get a mod on our rolling pin. Otherwise. Blocker bypass. You gain method of clearing the blocker for your main quest. Let's have a mod on it. We release this recipe and you give it to the people. Being creative today. This is what we need, right? Quest name. What should we call this quest? So we have to go and fetch biscuits and some butter. So are we going on a quest to get some biscuits and butter? These could be for the chocolate biscuits because this Bakertron is in. We're determining a friendly raider camp who has taken over the heritage site, which was a good old Greg's. And they're currently like baking up a storm in their slash and bake little cafe shop. But just above them, in the next square above, is an abandoned chocolate chip quarry mine. so we can make them chocolate. But this is why he's repeating the recipe. This is why he's repeating the recipe, because he wants to make them, but he's run out of butter, biscuits and butter. Should we say he's got to go and get some butter and retrieve biscuits? He needs to retrieve butter and get the biscuits or cookies for nerds. Yeah, biscuits. See, biscuits. You have like your favorite. We're on about sweet biscuits. Okay, what can go in there? Butter and nerds. She says, playing a role-playing game dressed as a role player. Nerds are fun. I mean, nerds are also like sweets, right? Candy. Oh, I mean, we could go across a Brahmin. Butter and milk. I feel like we need to come across like a Brahmin. Or just retrieve some butter so Bakertron can make his cakes. So Bakertron can bake his cookies or cakes. Buttermilk biscuits. Brahmin milk biscuits. Brahmin milk. Maybe I need Brahmin milk to make his Brahmin milk biscuits. Just something sweet bread. Is it not? It could be like. What's it like? It would be like that's sweet. Maybe go get some chocolate hobnobs I have in the kitchen. Nice. I made some chocolate brownies yesterday with white chocolate chips in. What should we quest name it? Hobnobs, you hobnobs. Hobnobs. Oh, they're so good. They're like little oaty biscuits. Or what we call biscuits. Baker dozen. King of biscuits. That sounds cool. The king of biscuits. We get to mod our rolling pin then. Now where is it? We need to determine where. How do we? What are we doing? I think we need to determine where this is. Hold us back. They are so good. They are like elite, aren't they? Goal 197. Have we done that? The goal. Whoever gave this question range to be payback. Well, so basically our goal is to go and get this, right? Blocker, 74. What most important and immediate problems you face from your blocker table? Should we roll and see? 18. Politics. Your guys in. That. I feel like politics doesn't really come into making biscuits, does it? Do you two rather set must be settled before you go retrieve it. So should we do? So we need to have a blocker. We have to go somewhere a bit further away. I need some slimy timey with me. No. Okay, thanks guys. I gotta. Hey, as I'm sleeping, good night, crazy. Catch you next time. No worries, Watts. No worries. This is probably coming to an end soon when we see won't miss much. But I hope you have a good sleep. Richie's at the bottom of the tier. I mean, this is true. They're not even on the scale. They're that good, right? the harvest. So we are collecting our biscuits from there. I think. Right, we get biscuits. What should we... We have to... Hold on, I'm trying to read which one would be good. On our NPC's on Cassius's scale, they are number 1 for pain, but then there's a biscuit. You know, their good dunkable ratio is a rich tea. I should replace a roll by missing information. Reroll this every rolling additional 1. We just need to find Brahmins. So the blocker is we just need to find. So the next Brahmin we come across, blocker. So the next Brahmin we encounter. Or Kambata some. From a merchant, which might be handy. So when we can figure out and do the first quest, he's traveling. Professor Fitrow is traveling with a Brahmin, so we might be able to go back. Okay. Block a table. Block a location. Now we need to do a block a location. Showing where it is. Based on determine the location, roll a d20, and I'm presuming that means it has to go on the dice. So it could be number 2. Well, to be fair, the location, so it's kind of a quest that we have to come and find one. Next Brahmin. Because we've got to find Brahmin work, so it's not potentially going to be in block 2, is it? So they were all interlinking on our map. Some in here. This is Baking Raiders. Put that cookie down. Find Brahmin milk for Bakertron. But that means we have to come across a Brahmin at some point. Okay, this is good. So we're down in the corner. We've kind of just don't know what we're doing to go from down into the number 15. So then we had to go to 16. So we come across a wasteland, a quarry, which has got chocolate chip quarry, and where there's an institute scientist that's badly injured, when he also had an institute cursor with him who was currently scanning. And we had a little fight, didn't quite understand what had happened, so we progressed down. We got some loot. So we got some rusted old 10mm pistol, which we'll scrap because I saw somehow you can do that in here. So then we dropped down. We went down a level to a settlement, which apparently is a raided settlement, but they're in a heritage site, which used to be a Greg's. But they're using their slash and bake. So there's the smell of, because in here we rolled a smell of cooking. So the smell of baking is in the air. There's all hustle bustle. They're friendly raiders at this point. They're friendly raiders. So they are currently making chocolate chip cookies because they have raided the chocolate from the buff square in number 16. Because they're raiders, this is how the Institute scientist is injured. Because the raiders came along, and he's scanning to get the settlement information, which wasn't that about Crumble? Here we go. Crumble Cookie Quarry. Primary subterranean scans will confirm large chocolate chip deposit. So the raiders were like, "Ooh, I really like this." But then there is also a signal that's popping off, which we can hear in number 18, which is about the recipe. Or like, no, not recipe, where the chocolate chips are. So, no, so we can hear something. Have we decided that yet? Turn the signal source. Needed biscuit supplies. So they're just like, they're needing like biscuit supplies So this is what the raiders are going to interlink with. They're currently making biscuits, which they're not to take to number 18. Well, that could be a quest as well. We have to take the biscuits to number 18. We could do a delivery quest. That could be 2 quests in one. I'll quick it as a note. Take the radio signal in 18. Something like that. From 20. Round rich teeth can't get so close. That's true, they make them too big. Rich biscuits are just scones. But your biscuits are just rusks, aren't they? British biscuits are just scones. Our biscuits are biscuits. A scone is something different. Grits though. I can't remember what grits are from watching Gordon Ramsay. My dad, you actually dropped tea and they drink clanker. No, that's the century. It's lost out, right? It's lost out on the tea. Right, I'm gonna save that. I think my brain is absolutely fried. I've also got a very long day again tomorrow. But I mean, we're making headway. We're making a story, so we don't quite understand. We can start again with the how the hell do you battle? I will try and work that out in the next week if I can. How you kind of interact and do things. But for now, we're just wandering the wasteland. It's of course rough. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I see. I can imagine though what you call biscuits in gravy, just like dumplings kind of thing, but harder, like all plain scone. This gets very confusing when you're like, what is she on about? Biscuits, you have to switch and be like English terminology. I should put like the equivalent of, shouldn't I really? So this is exciting. So if we get to find the Brahmin milk, we get a mod for our just like we might make another quest. This is going really well. I guess you guys are kind of enjoying it. It took a while to figure out. I don't understand how you interact with foes, but I'll try and figure that out the next week and be like, right, okay. So we will leave it there. So that I do need to head to bed because I have another long day tomorrow. As well, so that doesn't help. That doesn't help feeling like I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. But this is good. I know we're getting there slowly. I like generating and coming up with like the stories and stuff. It's a porridge. I don't know what that is. You can see the synth there. That's the angry synth. But we just jumped ahead. We just made most of that bit up going, I don't understand that, this makes no sense. But we'll see. So I should be back on Sunday. So we're going to keep doing this on Fridays. There is no way between now and Sunday will I be able to work out how you actually interact with foes. So we might be... I have got a lot more Warhammer to build. So we probably need to go returning back to something like a Warhammering on Sunday. Potentially. And then we'll be back again on Warhammer on Tuesday, and then we'll be a normal week next week. It's the week after, which then gets a little bit complicated. Story of my life. Kind of a cereal. As in a cereal. As in your breakfast material. Right, let me find where I gotta be. But I have that kind of made... Oh, it doesn't really make much sense, did it, to be fair? Can I close that one? The serial killer. We've got to have something like that, haven't we? There you go. There are my links, so feel free to join in. I shall copy and paste it over. There we go. We got that eventually. So I'll be back on Sunday, probably doing some Warhammer for a change. Friday. Ah, let's go to Zomb. He is alive. Take me home, crazy road. This is literally what we'll be saying walking around the wasteland. Thank you everyone for coming in and being so like interactive with it. I'm glad we're on a massive tangent with it. This is fantastic. So we will be returning back to this on Friday next week. Yes. Yeah, next Friday next week. So we'll be back on Sunday. Be generally from 9 o'clock on Sunday. Around 8:30 till 9 on Tuesdays and Fridays is when we start. Sister Crazy. No worries. Thank you all for coming in. We're gonna go and see Cryptic Zomb. He's doing Fallout. I mean, we have to. We have to go into something. Something that is Fallout related. Sister. I love that, Sister. So come and see Zomb. He is part of our lovely community. So much appreciated. Take care and see you soon. Bye.